Kapatid, napapansin mo ba na parang si pastor ay laging walang gana, magagalitin at umiiwas sa tao? Baka burnout na yan. Stick around because in this week's episode, ang pag-uusapan natin, 3 signs of a burned out pastor. That's coming up here on Pursuing the Savior. What is going on? My name is Archie and welcome to Pursuing the Savior. I'm a pastor and a writer, and I have a passion for helping people understand the Bible and find their way back to God. And that's what this channel is all about. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and hit that little notification bell so you won't miss a thing. And if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to like or follow our official Facebook page, Pursuing the Savior. Now, let's get started. Recently, ay may nag-reach out sa akin at nagtatanong, humihingi ng advice, ano ba ang gagawin? Sapagkat napapansin niya na yung pastor ay present lang pag Sunday, magpipreach lang siya, and after ng kanyang sermon ay uuwi na. Hindi na nakikipag-usap sa tao, and you don't see him in the church all week long. Sunday lang siya nandoon at kapag nagpipreach lang. And he also said that yung pastor din ay nagdi-demand ng growth sa kanilang church pero wala naman siya. At concerned itong church member na ito at gusto malaman kung ano ang kanyang gagawin. Now, this is going to be the second part sa ating serye tungkol sa ministeryo ng isang pastor. Last week ay pinag-usapan natin kung ano yung trabaho ng pastor. At ngayon naman, ipag-uusapan natin yung mga posibleng dahilan kung bakit hindi na nagiging produktibo si pastor. Now, ang goal ko dito sa video ito ay tulungan ang bawat isa na maintindihan natin kung ano yung pinagdadaanan ng pastor and ultimately, matulungan siya na maibalik yung kanyang sigla, yung kanyang gigil, kumbaga, sa paglilingkod. At nang sa gayon, ay maging maganda rin ulit yung environment sa church. Because believe it or not, ay napakalaki ng impluensya ng pastor sa kabuuan ng experience sa church. Understanding pastoral burnout. Pastors are given a great privilege and at the same time, a great responsibility to care for God's flock. Now with this task comes the expectation that we will love the people, equip them in the truth, and protect them against the lies of the enemy. But the ministry isn't always happy, and sometimes even the pastor can get tired. An online ministry defines pastoral burnout as the moment or season when a pastor loses the motivation, hope, energy, joy, and focus required to fulfill his work, and these losses center upon the work itself. In other words, ito yung panahon na kung kailan ay nawawalan na ng gana ang pastor na gawin yung kanyang trabaho. Alam mo kapatid, pastors are some of the most misunderstood and unappreciated people in the church. Kasi for the most part, ang nakikita lang ng tao ay yung pastor na nagli-lead ng prayer o yung nagdi-deliver ng sermon kapag Sunday. And since a big chunk of our job involves prayer and preparing the sermon, ay madali para sabihin ng mga tao na ang pastor ay wala namang masyadong ginagawa or ang tamad-tamad naman ni pastor. Hindi ko ikinakaila na may mga pastor na talaga namang they're cutting corners kung baga. Ibig sabihin ay parang shortcut yung kanilang trabaho. Pero may mga pagkakataon din naman na may lehitimong dahilan, lalo na kung hindi naman siya dating ganon. May mga dahilan siguro kung bakit ganito yung kanyang behavior lately. Let's throw in some statistics. Si pastor ay for the most part, siya yung do-it-all guy sa inyong church. Alam mo, isa siguro sa kapintasan ng pastor ay yung, we are so terrible at asking for help. Ayaw namin na humihingi ng tulong. Dahil gusto namin, we wanna do things in a certain way. At kapag hindi naaabot yun, ay kami na lang ang gumagawa. And that's on us. Based on a 2015 Barna survey, 72% of pastors said that they were very satisfied with their job noong 2015. However, noong 2022, yan ay naging 52% na lamang. That's a staggering 20% decline in only 7 years. Sa isa namang survey na ginawa noong April 2022, ay napag-alaman na merong 55% ng mga pastor ang nagsasabi na mahirap daw iwasan na maging overly committed sila sa ministry o kaya overworked. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila maiwasan na matambakan ng napakaraming trabaho. Furthermore, according to a Lifeway research conducted a couple of years ago, about 25% of pastors say that they need to spend more time with their family, yung kanilang asawa at yung kanilang mga anak. Ibig sabihin, kinukulang sila ng quality time sa kanilang pamilya. And perhaps an even more alarming statistic is that in 2021, according to a Barna study, 38% ng mga pastor ang seryosong pinag-iisipan na magbitiw sa kanilang posisyon at iwanan na ang pagpapastor. These numbers tell us that there's an unprecedented number of pastors who are unhappy with their work and are seriously considering looking for another job. And that is never okay. Kaya kapatid, kung ikaw ay nag-iisip kung ano ba ang itsura ng isang pastor na nabu-burnout na, let me give you 3 signs. Number 1, unprepared sermons. Arguably, ito yung pinaka-importanting bahagi ng trabaho ng pastor, yung kanyang mga sermon. For the most part kasi, ito lang yung nakikita ng karamihan ng mga miyembro sa church na meron lang silang pagkakataong makita yung kanilang pastor tuwing linggo. Now, if the pastor is unable to prepare his sermons properly and he delivers a poor sermon, yun lang ang maaalala ng mga miyembro buong linggo. A burnt-out pastor spends little to no time in preparing his messages properly. And you will notice that when he delivers his message, it has no power, he has no joy, at mafe-feel mo na yung kanyang pagde-deliver ng mensahe, it feels more like a chore than a joy. Ibig sabihin, parang trabaho na lang talaga. You will know when a pastor did not have enough time to prepare for his sermon. There's little to no exegesis of the biblical text. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya ipinapaunawa sa iyo yung ibig sabihin ng teksto. Instead, siya ang nagbibigay ng pansarili niyang kahulugan doon sa teksto. Ang mahirap pa dyan ay busy siya sa iba't ibang mga bagay buong linggo at pagdating lang ng Sabado ng gabi, doon lang siya nagpe-prepare ng sermon at doon lang din niya nire-rehearse yung kanyang sermon. At makikita mo din na for the most part, kung ano yung sinabi niya last week or the week before, ay yun din ang sinasabi niya ngayon. His sermons are repetitive and so are his illustrations. And for the most part, yung application ay narinig mo na rin sa kanya dati. Don't get me wrong, there are times when the pastor really has to make last-minute decisions at papalitan niya yung kanyang sermon. In fact, nangyari na sa akin yan a couple of times na I prepared the sermon all week long, pero pagdating sa pulpito I felt compelled na palitan yung mensahe because the occasion called for it. Having said that, ay kung ganun na lang palagi every Sunday na hindi nagpe-prepare ang pastor, mapapansin mo hindi ka na lumalago, hindi ka na nabibless sa kanyang mga mensahe, it tells you that there's something going on. Now, if your pastor is unable to spend enough time to prepare his sermons and he delivers poor messages, could it be na marami siyang mga bagay na iniisip na nakakaapekto na sa pinaka-importanteng bahagi ng kanyang ministeryo? Number 2, chronic complaints. Punta tayo sa 1 Kings at matuto tayo mula sa ehemplo ni Elijah. 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 10. He said, I have been very jealous for the Lord, the God of hosts. For the people of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. So nakikita natin dito na si Elijah, yung pinakasikat at pinakahahangaang propeta ng Israel, arguably, after Moses, ay natatakot. Sapagkat siya ay hinahabol ng mga sundalo ni Jezebel, he is practically fleeing for his life. At dito nakikita natin na burnout na siya. Here's the thing, the ministry should be done with a grateful heart. Dapat ay punong-puno ng pagpapasalamat ang pastor when he does his job. However, kapag napapansin mo na si pastor ay wala nang ibang nakita kundi ang pangit, kung hindi yung mga kapuna-punang mga bagay, that sends you a signal na mayroong problema. Maririnig mo siyang magreklamo kung gaano kahirap ang trabaho ng isang pastor, kung paano nawawala na siya ng panahon sa kanyang pamilya, kung paano nakaka-frustrate na hindi nakikinig yung mga miyembro sa kanyang mga mensahe, when he's calling for volunteers ay walang lumalapit. He complains about practically anything. On the other hand, ay marami din ng mga pastor ang pinipiling manahimik na lang at hindi na nagsasalita. Pero makikita mo, ay siya ay malungkot at walang gana sa ministeryo. Yung dating passion niya, nawala na. Number 3, feeling of defeat. Mapapansin natin na kahit yung mga pinaka-matatagumpay na mga pastor, yung may mga pinakamanalaki mga pangalan, ay nakakaranas din ng mga moments na feeling nila ay talunan sila. Parang si Elijah, pagkatapos ng kanyang pinakamalaking tagumpay, he actually fled for his life dahil sa takot niya kay Jezebel. At umabot pa siya sa puntong gusto na niyang mawala sa mundo. Basahin natin ang 1 Kings chapter 19 verses 4b. It is enough. Now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers. Feeling defeated and deserted, the prophet Elijah actually prayed for death. If anything, Elijah's experience is telling us today na kahit yung mga pastor na may napakamatatagumpay na mga ministeryo ay maaaring makaranas ng kalungkutan na feeling nila sila ay nag-iisa at talunan. Ang pastor na nakakaranas ng ganitong sitwasyon ay mahahalata mo sa malaking pagbabago sa kanyang behavior. Kung dati ay joker siya, ngayon hindi na nga ngumingiti, let alone mag-deliver ng joke. Kung dati siya ay napakaganado at laging pinakamaaga sa church, pero ngayon laging late, magpipreach lang, after magpreach, uuwi na, iniiwasan yung mga tao. When you see signs like these, you know that there's something wrong. And in extreme cases, ay mismong yung pamilya ng pastor ay concerned na para sa kanya. Ang pastor na nasa ganitong sitwasyon, na feeling niya ay talunan, he is beginning to feel a little bit hopeless. It is not good for the church. It is not healthy for you. It's not going to benefit you in any way. So ano dapat ang gagawin? Yun ang pag-uusapan natin next week. In conclusion, your pastor is one of the most important people in your church. Siya yung inatasan ng Panginoon para alagaan ka, para turuan ka, para gabayan ka. Gayunpaman, tao pa rin siya. Napapagod, nababurnout. For the most part, hindi nagsasalita si pastor. Nako, malaking problema namin yan. Sinasarili namin yung aming mga problema. Pero hindi ito naiiwasan na paghahalata sa pulpito at maging sa aming pakikipag-ugnay sa mga tao. We can't lie. We can't deny our emotions and our condition. Kaya kapatid, kung napapansin mo ang mga senyales na ito sa iyong pastor, be concerned. Huwag yung dahil ganito na si pastor ay maghahanap na ako ng ibang church. That's not the point here. Kapag may nahihirapan, dapat tinutulungan natin. And believe it or not, ang pastor kailangan din ng tulong. If you want more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our official Facebook page. And with that, my friend, I'll see you on the next one.